loving the best warriors and healers. The best healers is warriors. Hip-hop, baby. Breathe them in, love. Breathe them out, love. Breathe them in, love. Yeah, breathe them out. That's yo. La 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 valet, love is left to say. Ain't nothing else worthy, this a love display. Love images and well, welcome to another episode of Easy Stars Variety Society. I've left Raleigh, so we won't be on the air in Raleigh, but I'm definitely going to continue, providing my video experience services to the good people. So, new adventure, new style, new technique, just the newness, the number 8 newness, the new beginnings. So, encountered a little personal situation, right? You know how life goes. I ain't gonna act like I'm in control of everything. Situations happen in life, and I was put forth in a situation where, one, I was unemployed and I couldn't afford my rent any longer. And after I got over the initial discomfort of that situation and flipped the script from crisis to opportunity, I was like, well, okay, I could just, get the security deposit, get me a little phone, so that I could, get my job hunt situation. If you get a phone and you got some clothes, you're pretty much good to go. And a place to rest your head is optimum as well. So I looked at the Raleigh homeless situation, jumped right to the chase. I mean, what else you gonna do? Live in the forest? You gotta go deep. So I was like, all right. I seen a homeless situation for brothers in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina is indeed a southern state. And they don't really go too much out their way to hide it. They do go out their way to minimize it. But it's there, and you push a little bit, you'll see. You know what I'm saying? You push the right button a little bit, you'll see it clearly. They don't treat the brothers like, I just saw a lot of brothers homeless. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like the spirit of it. So I was like, okay, I don't really want to do that. Pretty much doing a TV show in Raleigh. I made 2 albums in Raleigh. I thought it was a good time to move on. So I meditated on a place to move to. And it occurred to me, I've been wanting to go to Sedona, Arizona, which is known for its mountains, its vortexes, spiritual energies. It's a good place to just go vibe. So I decided very quickly one morning that's what I was going to do. Went on the internet, typed in homeless shelters, because I'm doing it off the muscle. If worst come to worst, I gotta have a plan for that. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared for the worst and expect the best. So I'm starting to cover my bottom first and work my way up. So I found out there were no actual homeless shelters in Sedona, which is the center, where I want to be at, where I want to be in this area. But 24 miles away, there is a city called Flagstaff, Arizona, and they have 4 homeless shelters. So, all right, and it has, where Sedona has a 10,000 population, Flagstaff has 60,000. So, doing the math on that, I think it's better for me to live in Flagstaff and then make touches in Sedona, so I get it to the point and maybe I work up enough energy, maybe I can move to Sedona. The cost of living is higher in Sedona as well. Also, Flagstaff has a university, and especially, well, all times, I tend to want to resonate around a university, because you break down university, you get universe site, and there's a lot of resources, even if you're not a student, you know what I'm saying, that you can use at universities to make your experience more effortless, if you want to use that word. You know, it helps you out. So it's resources, a lot of resources. So Flagstaff is where I'm gonna be staying. That's the plan so far. You know what I'm saying? So I still wanted to go to Sedona first. I didn't want to just punk off on Sedona. So what I did was I had a $500 security deposit, $200 Greyhound to get me to Flagstaff, $60 shuttle bus to get me to Sedona and back to Flagstaff, and $160 for a 2-day hotel stay in Sedona. Bam, that's my trip. The only weak link I have left is I haven't talked to any of the homeless shelters. I kind of want to wait till I'm really in need of the homeless shelter to get in touch with them. Right now, I'm enjoying my vacation. I'm not really trying to think like that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Trying to think I'm on vacation. I'm about to actually go out and hike Chimney Rock here in Sedona. And within the next hour, I'm just waiting for my clothes to dry. Hence leads me to my next subject. Tell a little story, you know what I mean? So, I'm on the bus. Leader driving to us with Greyhound, right? And trip is going fine. It's a long trip. It was a 2-day, 1-hour trip. I started at like 10:10 a.m. in Raleigh. That's the plan. That's how it was supposed to go, right? So getting through you know, heading down south, pass through Savannah, Georgia, and getting to Atlanta, Georgia. I had an hour layover, hour and some change, and I was going to catch a bus from Atlanta to Dallas, right? So the bus to pick us up was an hour and some change late, which was like, oh man, hope it doesn't mess up any of my connections, right? So we get on the bus, we're picking up speed. I think we might be even making up some time. We get across, I should say, to Shreveport, Louisiana. What's up, Chuck? I tried to hook up with you. And leaving Shreveport, we were going to Longview, Texas. Pulling into Longview, Texas, pulling off the driveway, the highway, we made a left-hand turn, and out of nowhere, a whole glass pane or window just falls off the bus. And the bus driver can't continue on with his bus in that condition. So, on top of my 2-hour trip, I had to spend 6 hours in Longview, Texas, which did definitely make me lose connections. Now, Greyhound has schedules where it hits usually, you know, more than once a day for any connection. You know, at least twice, in morning, evening, sometimes 3-4 times a day. You know what I mean? But my particular situation was one where if I'm gonna I had already set up my hotel in Sedona. I'm the planning man. My hotel was set up in Sedona. White House Inn, thanks, it's a good stay so far. I'm on my first day. So everything needed to be kind of lined up. So I missed from Dallas. I was supposed to catch a bus going to Amarillo, Texas, and from Amarillo, I go to Flagstaff. So, we finally get on the bus in Longview. We're 6 hours behind schedule. I get to Dallas. This is during the spring break rush, and it was chaos at the Dallas bus station. Utter chaos. It was just the chaos at the train station. We weren't the only bus pulling in late. Greyhound had overbooked tickets, so people, you know, a lot of people were in complaint mode, and not enough people to handle it. So those few people were getting frustrated. It was just chaos up in there. People running around, security trying to keep order, you know. But I'm cool in the clutch, you know what I'm saying? Kind of cool captain. I knew. I guess I made a segue, getting back to my point. When I landed in Flagstaff, I only had a certain amount of hours to hop on a shuttle bus before the shuttle bus stopped running. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, there's 2 to 3 usually buses that run on any connection point throughout the day. But I only could catch one in order to catch, you know, I only had window to arrive in Flagstaff at one time and be able to catch the shuttle bus to Sedona. So I missed my connection. There's no doubt about it. I missed my connection. I ended up having to stay at the Dallas bus station. I guess I'm trying to build up to this, but it can't be built no more. I had to stay 20 hours on top of the 6 hours in Longview. I had to stay 20 hours in Dallas. I had to sleep in Dallas. I had to sleep with my hand over all 3 pieces of luggage to make sure in case anybody tried to get my luggage, I would feel it. You know what I mean? It was kind of like protection sleep mode. But I will say, around 1 o'clock, I got into Dallas at around 10 o'clock. Around 1 o'clock, a fellow artist, I guess she peeked me out, and her name is Jessica Rogers from Mobile, Alabama. She sat down next to me and eventually said enough words to where we started talking. You know, she was friendly. And I was glad because she was there till 8 a.m. I was there from 10. My bus wasn't leaving at 7 p.m. the next day. So, from 1 to 8 a.m. she was my friend. You know what I mean? And she was an artist, and she was just telling me about her experiences and where she feels she can improve. And I was trying to give her a little advice from my experience. I've been, you know, an artist, writing, performing since 92, 93. So just sharing some wisdom with her, and she's sharing her companionship with me. It was cool. She was cool. So we got to a point where I was like, listen, the challenges you having, she was pointing out some challenges, and I was like, the challenges you having, you should just make sure you keep writing. You know what I'm saying? And if you're worried about redundant writing, do some spontaneous writing. And I suggested that we both do what in Buffalo, New York, I come to discover through my man Mesmeric and Missing Link. I think they had it called the 8-minute or 9-minute drill, but I stretched it out to the 11-minute drill, where you just start a clock, let it go 11 minutes, and what you come up with is what you come up with. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a cross between freestyle and writing. You know what I mean? And it makes your juices flow. You know what I'm saying? If you're sincere with the exercise, it'll make your juices flow. Yeah, and it'll make you soften up so that you can let the juices flow. So she did a poem, or I don't know what she called it, but I did a poem, you know, a simple poem. And this was a good summary of my feelings towards being stuck with the Greyhound people. And there's more. Hold on, but let me just knock this poem off real quick. The name of the poem is called Patience. So here we go. Patience. Today I feel I have too much. Like maybe I should choke a Greyhound bus. They treat my fare as a worthless care. Like I owe them money. Like I didn't share. I've sat in stations more than I've traveled. And the pain in my ass reminds me, assholes. I could collar the owner and slap his 2 faces. What holds me back? Relentless patience. I'm more determined to reach my goal. Arizona bound, my will made soul. Through patience. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was my little 11-minute thing, and I just wanted to share. I thought that'd be a good thing to share with this video project. So, okay, 7 o'clock p.m. comes. I get on my bus. We get to Amarillo, and Amarillo was the only stop on my 2-day plus adventure where I didn't, you know, when the bus changed, I didn't have to pick up my luggage. Oh, we're gonna transfer the luggage for you. All you gotta do is get on the bus, you know what I'm saying? And when you get, you know, it'll be done for you. Lo and behold, they didn't transfer my luggage. So now, I'm in Sedona with, luckily I have my video equipment, I have no audio equipment. I have no clothes but the clothes I had on my back from Thursday morning. Today is Monday. I I got into the hotel Sunday. So from Thursday to Sunday, you know what I'm saying? By Saturday, I was turning into Mr. Funky Man. So, let's see. Anyway, I got to the hotel. I took my innards off. Like, I have my shorts underneath my pants and my undershirt and my socks. Got some bar soap, scrubbed them down, washed them down before I went to let them soak, before I went to bed, wrung them out, and they're just about dry. They're on like I said, I'm trying to leave within the hour, and I'm hoping they're dry within the hour. But that pretty much is a summary of my journey so far on this. I don't know when I'm gonna end it, but looking forward now, it's basically I'm gonna come back and explain the meat and like the highlight of my vacation in Sedona, which is going out and doing a little spiritual exploring. Go check out some of these. Well, at least two. These are some 2 mile hikes, some 6 mile hikes. You know what I'm saying? I think I might knock out 2 of them. Today's my last day here in Sedona, so that's the next thing I'm gonna come with. And then we go back to Flagstaff to 2 things. I'm gonna do some research and try to find the best, shelter there. And the next thing would be, and almost simultaneously, is pick up my luggage from the Flagstaff Greyhound station, and hopefully I'll pick out a shelter that has lockers that I can store my stuff in and get my job hunt game on. That'll be the next phase. Then the next phase will be where I'm going to move to, probably some adventures in between the meantime while I'm saving money for that. And take it from there. I don't know how long I'll stretch this out till it seems to complete itself. My adventure on traveling on a low, I started out with 500 bucks. I think I'm down to, after all is said and done, when I get back to Flagstaff, I'll be down to like 40 bucks. And I'll save that so I can travel to job interviews and things like that, get around and make some moves so I wouldn't just be totally stagnant. And I'm hoping before that 40 runs out, something kicks in to where I can not hit E, not flatline out. So, exercise and vision, exercise and faith, exercise and reasoning, and through reasoning, planning. You know what I'm saying? And good spirit and synchronicity. You gotta follow your sign. We'll probably have some segments where I get into the spiritual side of these things later, but just wanted to give you a quick overview of my first landing. Holla at your boy. Now holla at your boy.
Loving the best warriors and healers. The best healers and warriors. Hip-hop, baby. Breathe them in, love. Breathe them out, love. Breathe them in, love. Yeah, breathe them out. That's yo. La 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 valet, love is love to say. Ain't nothing else worthy, this a love display. Love images and